The man picks up a bottle from the bowl that the woman is carrying on her head and asks, "How much is this?" But before she can answer, he suddenly starts shaking and falls to the ground. His shopping bag slips from his hand and all the money spills out. The man begins to tremble violently, struggling to stay conscious. The poor woman immediately set down her bundle and rushed toward him. "Sir, are you all right? Please, can you hear me?" she cried, holding his hand. The man continued trembling, then collapsed completely. Panicking, the woman shouted, "Somebody help, please, someone help me." She hurriedly opened his car door, searching for medicine, but found nothing. "Oh my God," she gasped. "Please, someone help me." Desperately, she tried to lift him. "Sir, please don't do this. Stand up. Please get up," she pleaded tearfully. Just then, a young woman walked up and asked coldly, "What's happening here?" The poor woman replied anxiously, "I don't know. He was talking to me and suddenly he fell sick." The young woman said, "He's my online date. I came here to meet him. What's going on? What happened to him?" The poor woman said, "We need to take him to the hospital. Please help me lift him from the legs." But instead of helping, the young woman started picking up the scattered money from the ground. The poor woman shouted, "What are you doing? Please help me lift him. What's wrong with you?" The girl ignored her completely, gathering every note and coin and stuffing them into her bag. The woman cried again, "Leave the money. Help me save him. He's still breathing, please." But the girl kept collecting the money as if she couldn't hear. The poor woman called out desperately, "Someone please help, anyone." Once the girl had gathered all the money, she turned to leave when suddenly the man stood up. The poor woman gasped, "Sir, are you all right?" The girl quickly said, pretending to panic, "I was just going to call the doctor. Where's my phone? I swear I was going to call for help." The man stared at her silently. She continued nervously, "I wanted to get a doctor so he could check on you." The man said coldly, "We've been talking for weeks online." "Yes," the girl replied. "You told me to meet you here, so I came. I just wanted to call the doctor for help." The man interrupted sharply, "You wanted to call the doctor with my money." Girl stammered, No, I was just my phone." The man said, "We met for the first time today, and instead of helping me, all you thought about was taking the money." The poor woman looked frightened. "Sir, are you okay?" she asked softly. The man turned to her and said calmly, "Actually, this was all my plan. I did this on purpose." The poor woman was shocked. "What? You planned this, but why?" He replied, "I wanted to see what kind of person she really is. I'm sorry for involving you in this prank." Then he looked at the girl and said firmly, "You showed me who you are. Can I have my bag back?" He pulled the bag from her hand. Turning to the poor woman, he said kindly, "Go and bring your things. Let me help you." The poor woman quickly fetched her bundle. The man smiled slightly and said, "Here, this is something to make you feel better." She replied humbly, "Thank you, sir, but I'm fine." He handed her some money and said, "Please keep this." The woman hesitated. "No, sir, I can't take it." He said gently, "You deserve it. Take it. You helped me without thinking twice while she was busy picking up the money." Tears welled up in the poor woman's eyes. "I've never seen this much money in my life," she said. He smiled. "That's because you're honest. You didn't even know me, yet you chose to help." He emptied the bag and handed it back to the greedy girl. Then he picked up the scattered money and gave it all to the poor woman. The girl cried, "Baby, you can't do this to me." He said sternly, "Don't ever call me that again." She tried to explain, "I didn't know this was a prank. I swear I didn't know." But he ignored her and turned back to the poor woman. "Thank you for your kindness," he said. Then he got into his car and drove away. The poor woman looked at the money in her hands, tears rolling down her cheeks. "Thank you, God," she whispered. "Now I don't have to sell things on the street anymore. I can open my own shop." She walked away with hope in her heart.